And starting the recording. And we're up.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had good weeks and all that jazz. Um, Last time on our campaign into Drakkenheim, you guys made your way towards the Queen's Park Garden to collect some lilies, some eldritch lilies, um, which are seemingly a key ingredient in combating the contamination to some degree. But on the way, you decided to try and find the Ratlings again in hopes of convincing them to go sabotage the Silver Order. Since the Silver Order is marching on the city and it seems an attack is imminent. But you don't really want them to, and or at least you don't want them to yet. Um, so anyway, you started tracking the Ratlings and came across some fish people who you sent back to their own little area, and came across a couple ratlings who eventually sort of recognized you, kind of, and agreed to show you to their lair, their new lair, and you followed them, and that's where we're picking up. Sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, I did not come up with a new map. This looks like the old rat's nest that you visited, but understand that you this is deeper in the city. They have moved headquarters since you last visited. Um, they move around a lot. It probably seems like, but they have preferences, and they always end up looking the same. That's what we're gonna go with. um, So, everybody should be on a new map in the bottom right corner.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, if you've got a torch, by all means, bring
Up to
it.
you, Bull.
And
And,
blind without it.
well, there should be some light sources moving forward. But yeah, if you follow the pathway up, the rattlings were scurrying around. Um, yeah, these tunnels are dark and dirty, and they are a little cramped for you, Bull. Um, They're not comfortable for Finch or Knock either, but they're definitely cramped for you, Bull. At least until you hit some of the more open spaces. They're definitely not built for someone of your height. Amnar and Hudson, you guys don't find it too constraining. But yeah, as you follow the path around, a a light begins to hit you, and you see a lot of ratlings gathered around a fire. Looks like they're about to have dinner of some kind. Uh,
So who's for dinner? What's
definitely,
for dinner?
definitely kind of looks like, you know, grilled fish. Um, but yeah, it's much too large to be just a regular fish that you would
Right.
find in a city.
At least they're cooking it first.
Ain't really
And
gonna argue with them over that one. Fish is fish.
yeah, the all the rattlings look um I'm not gonna say significantly stronger than the last time you saw them, but it definitely looks like they've been a little more
Evolved.
battle tested now. And you hear them all chittering away, but um, one of the ratlings that was leading you runs right up to the rat prince and goes, "Prince, prince, prince, prince," prince," and you hear him chitter. It's hard to hear anything else over everything, but as they as the rat prince sort of gathers what is being said, he looks up and sees you and goes, "Was there anything he called you guys before?"
I don't remember now.
Uh,
Uh,
the Finches?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, the Finches.
he would go, "The
It's probably
Finches, yes, ah, it is good to see you, yes. Welcome, welcome, come, eat.
Not to be rude, I might eat.
Well, did we ever decide if the fish people were made of fish or human?
You did not decide.
Oh, this may be a really bad idea. Maybe I do not eat.
um,
too late.
It's
You're
clearly
eating.
contaminated.
oh yes,
I think
regardless of if the
true.
if it's a human or not, a human or fish, it is most definitely contaminated. You in fact you can probably see like shards of delirium sticking out of it. But yeah,
I'll
they're
be like, yeah,
the
I pulled
ratlings
up on
are
fish
all
before.
yeah they're all eating it and munching and yeah when one of them gets like a bite of one of those slivers of delirium, like their eyes glow purple for a second, and you can almost see like their muscles bulge as if they're getting stronger, and they're loving it. They are feasting on this fish person thing.
I'll say thank you for your hospitality, but we're in too big of a hurry. We have just a few moments to speak before we must be on our way. We,
Oh,
we we bring a
hurry!
message.
Is something wrong?
We bring a message from your god.
Oh, oh, from the record. Oh, and he will look over to one of the, looking around, since no one's really hiding. You see, there's a couple of the ratlings here who are sort of staring at you with more knowing eyes than the others. Um, as if the seer Squeaks has been training more people in uh her ways. He'll look at one and go, "You there? Go get Squeaks. Go get her. She must hear this message from the rat god." And one of them will run off and go fetch her. And it is just a few moments later that they come running from the south. I say running, but uh she will come up from the south here. Oops. And she'll come up and say with her little rat familiar by her side, and she'll say, "Yes, what is this message?"
Uh, I'll explain that the rat god has great plans for these people and for this city, and that there's a great threat to those plans from the Silver Order. We're camped outside and try and convince them to sneak in and take out their secret weapon, their for their Griffin riders,
Who I've heard are very delicious.
who are consequently very delicious. So much of that
Manor, you went in there a little bit more. As you step in, the rallies around you would take a step back, not necessarily quickly as if they're terrified of you, but they don't necessarily want to be right next to a cat either. They're eyeing you suspiciously. Um, but yeah, uh, you mentioned the Griffin Riders and that they're delicious. And do you describe what Griffins are to them at all, or
Yeah, in great detail, especially with their juiciness, their flavorfulness. Um,
The haunches and the
the taste like chicken, and there's so much meat. You could feed so many rats.
I mean, we don't have to sauce this up too much because they do legitimately want to burn down the city and kill all the ratlings. Like,
Yeah,
they are an existential threat.
right.
they 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 big chickens?
yes.
They 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 ride on these chickens.
Yeah, they're big chickens.
Oh, how big?
Oh,
How big are the chickens?
as big as like bull probably. Like big, when he gets big.
Oh, that's large.
Mm.
And we can eat all of them? All
Oh
of
yeah.
it?
Yes. Mm.
And there are many?
Oh
Yes.
yes.
Oh, good. We have new ratlings that we need to feed, and they eat much. And yes, this will be good. She'll look at the rat prince and say, "Yes, this will be good. This is exactly what we need. The rat god provides."
And so we'll continue to kind of explain where they're camped and encourage them to go seek out these griffins.
Okay. Um. So, do you want to tell them how to sort of proceed with that, or just leave this up to their own devices?
I mean, I would encourage them to try to ambush them from the sewers, like come up from below.
Use your sneakiness and maybe even cover at night or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna sort of help them with a plan,
Mm-hmm.
um, rather than leaving this up to their own whatevers. So, since you're not going to be part of the battle, what I'm going to do is I'll set a DC for it. I won't tell you guys the results of your rolls, um, because you'll just have to find that out
Yeah.
narratively. But what I'll say is this: if the more rattlings you encourage to go do it, the easier the DC will be, because obviously the more there are, the easier it will be to kill things. However, if you send a bunch, it is likely that a ratling might get caught and they might be able to be interrogated. Whereas if only a few go, they could do it more secretively, but may not be as successful in their endeavors. So that will sort of precarious balance there for you.
Yes.
So we'll say send them in teams of 10, and the question then will be, how many do you want to send? You can like I said, in teams of 10 up to 100, because there are easily 100 rattlings that they can muster up for this.
What if we send a bunch of them, but we also try and convince them that our name is Jupiter Jones?
They already know you're the Finches.
Our secret name.
If if Finch rolls a nat 20, can we get them to send every single living ratling to go attack?
Probably not.
Knock his team. I hope they all kill each other.
But yeah, so I need to know how many you want to send, and then and then you can choose someone to. I don't even know what sort of check it would be. Probably just a flat 20. But yeah, I need to know how many you guys want to send.
Hmm.
17
We're doing it.
rats.
We're doing it in things of 10, so that
10 or
10,
20,
20,
yeah.
30, 40, whatever, up to 100.
20,
I
21
say can
rats.
only
We'll just
send 40 rats, Hayden.
I was gonna say, yeah, 30 to 60 at least, but yeah.
doesn't that mean the trek gets harder? The more rats we send?
The
Well,
more the
yeah,
more
fewer
rats you
rats.
send, the more rats you send, the more likely it is they will accomplish the goal of killing at least a handful of griffins and delaying the Silver Order. But the more you send, the more likely it is that at least one gets captured and could tattle on you.
Mm,
If you only send 10, it's almost impossible that it'll get captured. But also, they may only kill like one griffin. But
mm.
if you send 100, they might wipe out all the griffins. But it's very likely that at least a couple of them will get captured and that they will tattle on you.
Here's the thing: do we even care if they tattle on us?
I don't know.
Good
If you
question.
ever want to treat with the Silver Order, it would make things difficult.
Yeah,
Well, I would say we're already getting at odds with them because I think
yeah.
Have you even interacted with them yet? Maybe one time?
Mm.
like isn't the queen
They did
like
firebomb us.
I'll be right back, guys.
They did not firebomb you. They were firebombing already, and you
They're
guys came
firebombing
across
near us.
them. And let's be honest, everything you guys have come across in the city, you've killed immediately. Why shouldn't they?
Well, yeah, but we're more surgical about it.
I don't know. What do you think, Nock? You're more intelligent than I.
My baby bomb just went off, so I cannot interject here.
I think Hudson's also did.
I mean, it's not like you guys are putting yourselves in danger. It's just, what are you feeling like?
Hmm.
Like, how careful do you want them to be?
30,
Do you
30
want to send
rats.
Do you want to send a literal horde, an army of ratlings
Right.
after them,
Hmm.
or do you want them to be more sneaky, or somewhere in between?
40 rats. Let's send it.
Yeah, like 40. I think 40 sounds good.
'Cause I want them to kill griffins. I want them to piss off the Silver Order, and a few will get captured. But I mean, how truly smart are they? They just know someone told them that there's chickens, really big sky chickens,
Oh yeah.
for them to come eat.
It was a message from their god. That's all I
Right.
know.
Oh yeah. Um, you you have no idea how much they are wanting sky chickens right now.
Oh my! I mean, I was like, I had one time. Oh my gosh! I pray that I get the chance to have another one. It's some of the
Um,
best food ever.
I'm remembering Thunder Chickens from something a long time ago. We had a quest about that.
Fun, fun the
Different universe.
chickens.
But yeah, they'll as you guys talk more about them, they'll say, "Oh yes, oh that sounds so good. We all the new ratlings we have, and we are we are making them big and strong, just like the rat god says. They are getting so big, even bigger than even bigger than me," says the rat
Yep.
prince. But that's okay because they are dumb, 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 dumb. They are they are not smart like the rat prince, but they are so big. They eat all our food. We need more.
Well, I'm hearing others suggest that 30 to 40 range, and I think I'm fine with that. If
All right.
y'all are.
40 it is.
40 it is. Okay. Roll. Well, yeah, we'll roll two nat 20s. Not I say nat 20s. Roll two d20s. Blah 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 blah. It would be good for you if they were nat 20s.
Who's rolling?
What's
You know
the
what?
skill?
We'll tag team this. Harry, you roll one d20. I'll roll the other.
19.
19,
All right,
17.
all right.
17.
Okay, all right.
That's pretty good for you all. That's pretty good for you all. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the rat nest?
Hmm.
Um, we already have like our map that we can figure out how to get like follow the tunnels to the Queen's Garden, right?
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, I was going to suggest we get somebody to kind of lead us there,
Oh, right,
mark
yeah.
us. But
Have help finding the what were they? Blood orchids? No, the plant things.
Eldritch lilies.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, as you guys are following your map, and it's gonna, because you're already with the ratlings, you can follow it sort of through their tunnels or whatever. Um, it's a little more of a direct route. But as you're walking around, I'm just gonna pick you all up and drop you instead of actually making you walk through half this map because it's huge. um, uh, which knock is the real knock?
Purple is the echo. But I guess for the sake of size, I'm doing that thing right now where I hold the echo in my space.
So that's everyone. So as you're walking through, um, and I'm just gonna drop you in the middle of this. You are not in a fight. This is just an example of you guys getting a glimpse of something as you're walking around. Um, as you're walking around through the tunnels, you get a glimpse of those giant rats that the Rat Prince alluded to, that have shown up, and they are in a room with very large chunks of delirium. Um, Maybe bigger than the one you took to the Amethyst Academy before, and they are eating it. Their their giant fangs are cutting through it almost like butter. You've never seen anything like this. Um, every time you've been around the delirium, it seemed hard until it touches skin, in which case it almost sinks into your skin. You've never seen anything quite capable of breaking it. And these things are just chomping it off, um, like bite after bite, and their eyes are glowing, and they are very large.
Guys, did you see that?
That's
Giant
called
rat.
a problem. I see what that is. That's a problem.
Like the Ninja Turtles or whatever. Holy crap.
But if they get all of them killed attacking the Silver Order, we win coming and going.
I don't think these things would be very stealthy, so they probably won't be sending these things. But if they're able to kill any of those griffins, they'll be bringing them back to feed these guys. Anyway, we will move on. See, now I'm glad I prepared something extra.
Oh, you're assuming we weren't going to fight them.
I didn't know if you would fight these or not. I don't. I never
We
know
were gonna
anything.
fight the Rat King or Rat Prince or yeah.
Well, I didn't. I thought maybe you talk to them longer, and then you see these giant things, and you think, no, no, I don't want to let these things be around. And you
Oh,
just never know.
for sure. Next time we're in Eldridge Village, I'm going to want to talk to whatever that sales guy and see if we can find some rat poison.
Right.
And then we'll just sneak it into some food and drop it off at some time.
So anyway, uh, you guys continue to follow the tunnels and whatnot, until it eventually uh, leads back out into the sewers. Um, and you get the sense that you are almost to where you need to be. You're getting very close to the Queens Park Garden. You're definitely within the city walls. Um, so now you're more looking for a place to emerge. So finding the sewers is good, uh, as there you'll find likely be able to find, uh, you know, I don't know if they had manholes all the way back then, but you know what I mean, like an exit onto the streets. Um, but as you come into here, the water here is as contaminated as you've ever seen it. But floating in the water are a lot of bodies.
What kind of bodies?
You'd have to get closer to inspect them. They look
Before
humanoid, I
before
can
we
tell you
get
that.
closer, are they moving at all?
Are they dead bodies?
Um, they are not moving any extra than would be expected from floating in the water.
What was my thing that I had about trying to find undead?
I don't
Uh,
know.
what
You
was
tell
that?
me.
Was it divine sense?
Yeah.
I want to do whatever that was.
Sense things.
Yeah, I want to know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. As I just kind of just barely enter there.
Yeah, no, there is no celestial or fiend or
Undead.
undead.
Can I do an investigation check?
Uh, how are you investigating?
Well, I'm looking at the individual bodies
Uh-huh.
for Bar Rin
For what?
for a guy.
You're looking. Okay. Um, understood. Are you like touching them, or are you
Well,
like
I'm
poking them
kind of
with a
using
stick, or like what exactly are you?
I'm using my axe to flip him over and see if I can recognize one of them.
Okay. So no, you do not recognize one of them,
Oh,
or any of them for that matter. However, when you do touch them, they do start to move around. Unfortunately for you all, these are aberrations and not undead. I'm sorry.
Damn
I
it.
was I was not trying to trick you.
It happens.
And you all can all roll initiative. And let me see if I can find handouts. So you guys have fought similar things before. I think. Maybe not, because I haven't shown them to you. I could have sworn you did.
I don't know about these aberrations.
Not these specifically, but I thought I had you guys fight something similar, but maybe not. Because I didn't share their handout, so I may not have.
I don't recognize him.
So I should have shared two things with you.
Oh, yep, there's the other
Oh
one.
yeah,
Oh,
I see
jeez.
him.
Yeah, I'd remember that. That's a thing of nightmares.
Well,
Got a beard and everything.
there's I'm going to share it with you regardless, because if I haven't, that's strange. Um, it's called the base. Yeah, you definitely would have, because no, maybe you didn't. Um, but the delirium dreg is a very common thing to come across in Drakkenheim. If you think back to the very first session we ever had, where you spent a night on the road and then didn't stay with the other people because you were afraid of them, one of them was going to turn into a dreg. Um, but based on the environment they
Right, yes.
got contaminated in, they changed in different ways. So there are Um, by my quick count, there are 14 different types that you could come across.
That's fun. Let's catch them all.
So yeah, um, everybody rolled and everybody's in initiative. Let me. All right. So, uh, knock. You're gonna start us off.
All right. In that case, I'm going to move my Echo out into the midst here. And I'm going to use steady aim, and I'm going to shoot at the aquatic delirium drag 4.
Go for it. No, you said number 4. Okay, yeah, the one closest to you. Cool.
Sneak is on. Attack with advantage. 27 to hit.
That hits.
19 points of damage.
Yeah. You guys are gonna go through these quick.
And that's action, bonus action, movement, and echo. So I'm done.
All right. And it can get all the way up right to Bull.
Hmm.
And it's going to attack you with its tentacles.
Oh,
Uh,
that sounds pretty kinky.
getting a 15 to hit.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Oh, nice. I did not expect that. Um, dealing 12 damage to you. Yeah, it rolled high. And then I need you to. Oh no. And you are grappled by it. It wraps its tentacles around you and starts to constrict, dealing that 12 bludgeoning damage and grappling you. And in order to get out of the grapple, you'll on your turn you'll need to roll a DC 12 athletics or yeah athletics check. But yeah,
Wow.
then it's this one's turn, and it's going to get out of the water and uh is not Shadow really there?
Yeah, I moved it up.
Okay. Um, yeah, it's the closest thing. So it will throw a spear at it, at not Shadow. Getting a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. This other one will stab at it with a spear. Getting a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
7 damage to it. And Finch, it's your turn.
I will this. Wisdom saving throw. 15 DC to see if they're turned.
Oh, and if they are, do they take damage or do they just run?
They just run. For their action, they can only use dash. If there's nowhere to move, they can dodge.
You said DC 15?
Yep.
So two Aquatic Delirium Drag 2 fails. We're gonna call it. I don't know what to
Fear or
call it.
something, maybe.
I think, yeah.
Frightened. Tentacle Delirium Drag 1 fails. Uh, 2 succeeds. Tentacle 3 succeeds. Succeeds. Aquatic Delirium Drag 5 fails. Okay. All the ones who failed are now marked as being frightened little things. I am surprised that wasn't more effective.
I guess about
Yeah.
50%.
A little bit helps.
Yeah, but they don't have any. It's their wisdom is 10, so they didn't have any
Yeah.
bonuses to it.
Just good
So
rolls.
yeah,
Got lucky.
Okay. Well, that's my turn. I've got no other bonus action.
do we
I
take
think
a
that
regular action?
does.
Uh, isn't that my regular action, or is just yeah, that would be my action, wouldn't it?
Oh, you said no other bonus action, so I thought
Oh,
that was the bonus action.
no. Sorry.
All right, so this one is still good.
Not scared.
I think it does provoke opportunity attacks when they move away.
Okay.
But it would
Um,
also end, like when they move away, if they take damage, it'll end it too.
We might want to space them out though, rather than have all, 8 of them come back at once.
why does it say Hudson only has 12 life when Hudson clearly has 57? I thought I had fixed that.
I'm already dead.
Hudson has been an undead the whole time.
Okay. Um, so I need Finch or Hudson, one of the two, to roll a d20.
I
Or
got it.
actually, you know what? Both of you roll a d20, and then the person with the lower score gets attacked. Hudson, this tentacled dreg comes at you.
Fine.
And it gets a 17 to hit.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You got hit?
No.
Oh, okay. Next thing, he's not afraid, and they are sort of mindless creatures. So this guy is, off the top of your head, if someone is grappled, it just says grappled, not restrained. Oh no, it does say restrained. Um, it would get advantage on to hit
I think so.
a creature that's restrained.
Yes.
All right, this guy is shoving a spear at Bull, getting a 21 to hit.
Oh, this is gonna hurt, but yeah, it hits.
8 damage. And now, Bull, it is your turn.
So I guess I'm gonna rage. First things first, we're
Smart.
gonna rage.
Smart. Yeah, yeah, smart.
Things
Do you want to
first.
get big?
Use the relist.
If I get big, will I be in the water?
Uh, you know what? Maybe because I was gonna say no, but these are sewers, and it's not. They're not built for big people. So yeah, I'll say you might be in the water if you get big.
If I get in the water, I'll get contaminated.
Not necessarily. You'll just have to make saving throws. You could
Yeah,
always
let's
pass them.
yeah, I think we'll avoid that one. So I guess we won't get big. And then I make an athletics check.
Yeah. Um, and we'll I'll let you do it with advantage. Well, you were gonna do it with advantage anyway because you're raging, aren't you? Um, because well, I'll lower the DC. It said the DC was 12. We'll lower it down to 8 because the guy who grappled you is now frightened. It just hasn't been his turn to run away yet.
So it's a normal check then, not advantage.
No, you when you rage, you have advantage on athletics checks.
That's right.
Um, so instead of giving you advantage because you already have it, I'll lower the DC to 8.
Gotcha. Well, that just means I just don't have to roll double nat one then.
Twice,
Huzzah!
right?
So you are broken free.
Then does that count as my action then to
No,
this is
it's just something you get to do on your turn to try and break free. Also, don't forget that you can roll your spell for temporary hit points because you raged.
that's right. So
Your new
yeah,
item, your new item allows you to cast an armor spell on yourself.
isn't that as a bonus action?
It happens when you rage.
Oh, well yeah, then
Part of
I got that
rage.
Yeah.
15 extra HP then.
Yep.
Now. Now I'm gonna start hitting Foos. He's hurt, so I'm gonna hit him first.
Okay, go for it.
And we're gonna reckless attack because why not? I'm feeling it.
Go for it. 27
27
hits. Yeah, that
for
that that kills it. It had 3 life.
Just cleave him
well
straight in
then.
half.
Oh man, this is one of my higher rolls too. I was rolling. Man, everything came together for that hit. Well, I'm gonna hit the other guy then.
The one that is afraid.
Whoa.
The one that's hitting me. This
Um,
guy right here.
if if you hit him and he does not die, I believe the frightened effect ends.
They're dying
Well,
in
I
2 hits
I'm still
anyway.
hitting him because he's next to me. So
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to
I
let you
got
know.
And you got a
the
crit,
crit.
so
Okay, yeah, you're probably gonna kill it unless
I
you
don't know
roll
if I
very
roll this.
poorly.
click the button right under the.
Right. Oh, I didn't do it. Right.
You did roll very poorly. Oh
Oh
wow.
man.
Oh wow. You rolled very poor. How did
that
you roll so much worse?
I don't know.
was worse than your regular attack.
How did
Okay.
you roll so much worse? You didn't even equal.
Oh man.
That is so much worse. I'm
I
sorry.
rolled I rolled a one. Two ones there.
Yeah.
One on my elemental, one on my damage, plus four.
That
Wow.
is that is unfortunate. Um,
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
well.
crazy.
oh, do you also get 2 damage for rage, right?
Yeah, which is
Yeah, I think
calculated as of the
Oh,
four
yeah, rage
plus
damage.
one.
Yeah.
gotcha. That was the rage. I thought that
Yeah.
was different. I
But
thought that was something else.
doubled the
Okay.
rage damage.
That is too bad. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
You know what? Get ready to take a lot of hits.
All right. Hudson, your turn, sir. Harry?
We lost him.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Okay.
No worries. It is your turn.
All right. If I cast spiritual weapon, will the guy in front of me be able to have a chance to stop me?
No.
Right. Well, I'm gonna summon spiritual weapon.
Drag it onto the map wherever you want it to pop up.
So it's an action to summon, and then I could attack with it, right?
Yep. 25 hits.
Oh, why do I have it in bonus mode?
I don't know. You had it
Oh, I have it.
rolling. You had it
I
rolling
had it
as
in.
disadvantage, but you're not at disadvantage, so I'm counting the 25. The 17 would have hit too, but
Hmm.
8. All right.
I think that's it. 'Cause it's action to summon, and then bonus action.
Nope.
And I can't really move.
It was not an action to summon. Summoning the spiritual weapon is a bonus action, and you get to attack with it when you summon it.
Oh, all right.
So
I don't
you
know why
still
I
have
always think.
you can still have an action, but you cannot cast a leveled spell. It has to be a cantrip or attack with a melee weapon. A 13 hits. 3 more damage. All right. Anything else you want to do?
That'll be it.
All right. This drag will come down to Bull, and it's going to try to splash up from the water and wrap its tentacles around you,
Thank you.
getting a 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
What is your AC? I feel like it
14.
should be higher than 14. I'm dealing 10 damage, but you're raging, so cut that in half. And also, I believe it takes 15 damage.
It'll take 15 armor damage. I'll be down to 10. So, yeah, he just took 15 damage. And
Just from hitting you.
yeah, and I still have 10 left.
You should have 5 left, right? No, you're right. You're right. Because it
If
cuts
it's
in
cut in
half.
half from rage, then it goes from 10 to 5, and
Yep,
15
you're
minus
right.
5 is
You right. So, but you are grappled again. Grappled and restrained. Amnar, it's your turn.
Can't see anything. Nope, still can't see anything. There we go. Know who to.
Is he talking and it's just so quiet I can't hear it?
Hello?
Sort of.
Test?
There you go.
He wasn't really talking. He was more mumbling.
Ah,
I couldn't see any of the action up until this point. Uh, I'll Hunter's Mark. Um, Dreg? Yeah, Dreg 2.
They're all considered dregs. I
Oh,
saw
you're
what one
right.
you, but that one would be a tentacled dreg.
The tentacled, yes, the tentacle Dreg 2. And we'll also. Where is it? Okay. Shoot.
23 will hit. And don't forget to roll an extra d6 for your new.
Yep, I
Uh,
always. Yeah, I don't have that set up yet. I
I
forget.
don't know if I'll see if I can figure out a way to do it automatically, but I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I was just gonna make a extra button I mean, like something I can
Yeah.
just click in my attack thing. But let's see. Okay, D6.
It won't matter because you've already killed it, but I wanted you to
Okay.
remember that you had
Yes,
it.
yeah. Get in the habit of doing it so I don't forget. Yeah. Oh,
So
and I
it's
also can roll a
dead,
D.
and now Bull is no longer restrained.
All right, and I have another attack.
Yep.
Wait, can I move
You,
Hunter's Mark or have already?
unfortunately, you cannot move it because it requires a bonus
That's
action,
what I thought.
and
Okay.
you used a bonus action to
I
cast it.
already did that. Okay. Well, um, I'll fire at Tentacle Dreg 4 then.
Number 4. Okay.
Oh,
You crit.
only had Hunter's Mark with it.
Well, that is enough to kill it.
Okay, never mind.
So you just burst into the room and fire 2 shots off and kill 2 things that were attacking your allies. Very
All
nice.
right. Sounds like fun. All right. Well, that's all I can do.
All right. The next one is this one afraid? None of the afraid ones have gone yet.
We're killing them all first.
Closest one. Yeah, it's Bull.
Oh, they're just in
I'm
level
getting
up.
this one gets a 13 to hit. So
That
finally
doesn't hit.
you are not hit.
You are not
And
hit.
your armor spell only goes off if it hits you, correct?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Then this one
He's a scared one.
is go oh, he is scared. Thank you for telling me. Um so he can make it off the map, so he dies, essentially. This one is scared, and if the other one can make it off the map, then this one can too. So he's dead. He does not make it off the map, but he will next time. Knock, it's your turn.
all right. I'm gonna drop. Oh, who can I see? Yeah, that's probably fine. I'm gonna drop a fresh shadow. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Put it here. I'll get to shoot that thing in the back when it moves. Um, and then I'll shoot at. Oh, I can move myself. I'll move to here, and I'll shoot drag number 5.
Go for it.
I won't have advantage, but I will have sneak attack if I hit.
15 will hit,
All right. 19
and
damage.
that will kill it. It has
Nice.
7 life. Anything else?
That's it.
This one will, yeah, throw a spear at the shadow that appeared, getting a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Then this one will run away.
Should I backstab it, y'all?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, doing that, if you hit, will interfere effects. So if you don't kill it, it will stick around.
That's all right. I'll be sneak attacking it in the back, so this should be a pretty good hit.
All right, go for it.
Normal roll. 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
And I have Sentinel, so that reduces its speed to 0.
All right.
And I'll deal 21 points of damage.
Yeah. You guys are really good at making things 1 HP.
Okay, it can't move, so
Yeah, these things have 22 life. You
oh
guys.
gosh.
Anything else? Oh no, it was its turn, and now its speed is 0, so it can't come back at you. But it can throw its spear. So 14 at the shadow.
Misses again.
Finch, it is your turn.
I will move up and attack tentacle the drag number 3.
Go for it. 27 hits. 9 damage.
And again. I wouldn't have advantage from knock shadow, right? We've decided no.
Yeah, that's
No, it's not actually a creature.
18 hits. Another 9 damage.
And then let's bonus action. Wah, wah, wah.
That is the first miss of the night from you all. Not surprising, their AC is 11. But that is anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
All right, Bull, it's your turn.
Well, am I? Is he grappling me or is it this guy?
Uh, he, one of them was grappling you, but it was broken because I don't know. I don't think it's grappling you anymore.
Well, then we're
that
gonna
one
reckless
missed.
it.
Yeah,
That's right, he missed, so we're gonna
the
reckless
other one,
attack.
yeah, was the
25.
That hits, and you kill it because it has 4 life.
I hit him for 20 damage, and then uh, nothing better to do. We'll just get in range. We'll hit this guy.
Yep, as long as you hit, you will kill it. It has 1 life. So
I'll roll after
roll
McAfee
11,
gets.
roll an 11 or better.
I'm gonna roll double one. Actually, I'm feeling it.
McAfee jinxed you.
Reckless attack.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
27.
Oh yeah, you smash this thing. I had forgotten
18.
that you reckless attacked though, so I should have been rolling with advantage against you. Oh well,
Oh,
Right.
I
live and
thought that's
learn.
what you were doing because I even said I was reckless attacking. I wasn't trying to hide it.
No, I know. I just forgot. So that's
I
all
feel like
right.
this was like it was
Uh,
not on my end this time.
Right.
I got a lot of stuff I'm keeping track of.
Right. It.
You're
Yeah.
not
No.
wrong.
anything? Anything else you want to do?
see the dinglings up here, but I don't want to pursue them quite yet. But I
Well,
want my torch.
yeah. Uh,
I was saying I was trying to click on something. I was like, what is that thing? Okay, there's a
yeah,
torch.
the aquatic Delirium Dreg 3 is still here and not afraid. Then there in a space far north of you all is a tentacled Delirium Dreg, but it is afraid and running away. So you don't really need to worry about that one too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stop my pursuit, I guess. Let the
Okay.
bird catch up.
Hudson, it's your turn.
Go, Hudson, go.
I would not walk there unless you want to roll.
Oh, so
Uh,
walking through the water, yeah, okay.
yeah, if you go into the water, you will have to roll
What
Constitution saves.
how can you tell where the water is?
Um, I don't really
It's the
know what
wet
you
part.
guys. I don't really know what you guys can see, but basically, walking around the edge is where you want to be. The middles are not good.
Okay, yeah. It's like even those rock looking things are still
Yeah, does
Yeah,
an 18 hit?
I'm gonna move you one more over so that you're
okay.
on the ledge. But yes, an 18 will hit.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, an 18 will hit. 6. Anything else you want to do? That's just a bonus action.
Oh, yeah, I was just. We'll just hit him with that.
He fails and takes 3 damage. Amnar, it's your turn. And you can move your hunter's mark if you want to. You may want to do something else with your bonus action, but
Nah, I'll just move, yeah, my hunter's mark to that guy.
all right. 25 hits. Not quite enough to kill it. Oh, but you have your extra d6.
Oh, yep, I do. So let's see. D6 to see what it will be. So cold.
You know what I've told you guys? Told you you're really good at doing.
That one thing.
Oh, the first d6 to see what kind of damage you're
Yeah,
doing.
you have to roll a d6 to see what damage it is, and then the next one's the actual.
Gotcha. So what
So
kind of damage is it?
it's cold and it's 3 damage.
Yeah, it is not immune to cold or resistant to cold,
What
but you
subclass
feel it.
are you?
Yeah.
Amnar, what subclass are you?
I'm just a regular.
You would have a subclass for
Yeah,
that.
nope.
I'm a ranger.
So you get extra damage. What hunter feature did you choose?
Is it the extra attack or no?
It should be. Hold on, let me pull up the list. Classes, Ranger 2014. It should be Colossus Slayer, Giant Killer, or Horde Breaker.
That's right. Yeah. I think I took Giant Killer, if I remember right. Yeah,
Okay. You just want to remember you've got that.
Yeah, I that's something I'll completely forget.
It
Don't
just
worry.
occurred to me I had never seen you use a subclass feature.
Yeah.
I was a little worried you hadn't chosen one.
No, yeah, but yeah.
Anyway, you kill the thing. Anything else you want to do on your turn? Can you do on your turn?
Nope. I think that's it.
All right. In that case, the remaining Dreg is able to run off the map, and he is no longer an issue for you all.
Okay. Good deal. Works for me.
Were these zombies carrying anything interesting or useful?
No. But that's mostly because I just did this really quickly so that you would have something to do in case the rattling thing went quickly, which it did.
They were full of guns, fish
I,
guns then.
I didn't even run this through a battle
Oh, a balancer thing, or
a
whatever you
balancer
call
thing.
it.
I was just like, this looks like a lot. Hopefully, it won't kill them.
It
and
barely
that
scratched
was
us.
that was about as much thought as I put into that.
That's
Um,
okay.
but yeah, you guys are able to find an exit, and you emerge into the inner city of Drakkenheim for the first time. Um, and I will take you to the Drakkenheim map.
Were there maybe some loose delirium shards around there we could grab?
Um, yeah, sure. Uh, roll roll a d20.
All of us are just him.
Just just one person, whoever. Yeah, you get 6 shards that will probably be worth a total of about 60 gold.
It's something.
But yeah, if you guys come up here, Queens Park Garden is where you're about to walk into, and we will say that you pop up maybe a block or so to the southwest, right around in here. And then that is where we'll end it for the night. I'm with you guys about to enter into the Queens Park Garden.
Coo coo coo.
And for the first time in the inner city of Drakkenheim. Huzzah!
Do giant glowing words pop up? Achievement unlocked?
Not quite.
Waypoint found?
Uh,
Oh yeah, I thought I saw the word that says we could level up.
no, not quite yet. But depending on how this turns out, we'll see what may or may not happen.
We will see.
We might just die right here.
Right?
Game wipe.
And an even bigger tentacle shows up.
Yeah, I'm sorry that wasn't a more challenging fight. Um,
Still
that
not
is
bad.
what I threw together when I said, "Give me 10 minutes,"
Right.
and I
It's okay.
basically scrolled through some monsters and was like, "What could be found in a sewer?" And then I just threw them in there.
Sewer monsters.
Yeah, because you can't throw ratlings in there since we had them under
Right.
our control.
I could still throw ratlings in there because there are other ratlings than just The rat prince.
Aim them as well.
But yeah, I say we try and find some rat poison and start leaving it around and bits of food.
If you wanted that, you would put that like sprinkle it on the delirium, and then
Give,
let them find it.
give it to the fish people and let them coat their weapons in it.
Give him a fighting chance.
But also, I don't know what was going on with my modifier for my whole arm mastered bonus action attack thingy.
Yes, I just saw the text you sent me. What did you? What was the issue?
So I think it's pulling from my level one modifier, so it's trying to use like strength and a proficiency bonus of 2 instead of charisma
Um,
and my new proficiency bonus of 3. I'd
Oh,
imagine.
I bet I know why. I bet at level one there wasn't a built-in thing that would handle like the warlock hexblade
yeah,
damage. I bet you programmed it specifically, which would mean that it's not leveling up on its own.
yeah. I may have done that. Um,
100% have done that
Because like,
myself lots of times.
cause like I saw that 7, and I was like, my modifier's an 8, and I didn't roll a 1. How is that possible?
um, I will look into it because I'm not seeing what
I'm
I made.
I'm pretty sure if I do it from this screen, it should be right. But if I do it from the button, then it does the +4 from just strength and a +2 proficiency bonus.
Um, okay. Here's what I'm gonna have you do. Is that correct?
So this one's correct.
Okay. In your like in the box below it where it looks like you could type, hit the put click in there like you're gonna start typing, and then hit arrow key up.
What box are you talking about?
Okay, in the window where your 19 popped up and
Uh,
your little GIF guy, below it is a box where you could text like you're gonna type a message.
yeah, I don't see that. Oh, just like my regular chat.
Yeah,
And okay, so type what?
you just hit the up button, an up arrow key, and did a bunch of
Oh,
gibberish sort of pop up.
uh-huh.
Okay, so copy all of that. Control A, Control C.
Okay.
Then on your character sheet, at the very top, right under, like, at the very top where it says character sheet, bio and info, attributes and abilities,
Uh-huh.
go to attributes and abilities.
Uh-huh.
Then the PAM on the abilities side, then that you see PAM,
Yep.
hit the hit the pencil button,
Then copy paste for that.
copy everything in there and delete it, and then paste what you just copied,
Okay.
and then hit the check mark or whatever to
Yeah, that worked.
awesome stuff.
Perfect. Thanks.
Absolutely. Um, yeah, if you ever notice anything isn't working, like a button isn't working properly, you can usually do that. If you find a way to make it work right, um, just hit the up arrow and it pastes that command or like paste that command into the chat and you can copy it. So that's pretty cool. Um, yeah. Any any questions or concerns for next week?
We're not actually going into the Queen's Garden though, right? We were going to go to the tower first, just because it's there, and we wanted to confuse you.
I
Just kidding.
mean, you're there, so if you want to make that pivot, but that would be,
I mean, I wouldn't mind exploring the tower as well.
I mean, maybe, maybe after you get the lilies.
Yeah, maybe
We can
go.
hear CJ's little heart breaking.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it, I would like to know now so I can go on and pivot. But,
And maybe we should know to like create some backup characters.
nah, I mean, you're not.
Centralizing all the characters.
So, like everything in this world is already populated. Like if you were to go somewhere, there are things already there. Um, but they're sort of like, so everything outside of the wall was meant for characters below level 6. Things inside the wall are meant for characters above level 6. Some of them may be harder than others.
Well above level 6.
Uh, but I mean, it's not like it's an ins. Well, there's one place where it might be an instant death, but everywhere else, you could at least be clever with it. Um, so yeah, there are 3 places I would recommend not going unless you're sure you want to go there. The castle itself, the crater, and number 14, Slaughterstone Square.
I've heard
Um,
rumors about that place.
yeah, those 3 places I would say are not places you would want to be at any point in time, regardless of level. Um, will there be things that push you to go to those locations? You betcha. but those are 3 very scary, very dangerous places. Everywhere else, you can go there and expect to not die instantly.
I've heard that the inner city has become the hunting ground for fearsome monstrosity known as the Lord of the Feast.
That is true. If you were to go to, I forget which gate it is. I don't know if it was King's Gate. I don't remember what gate it was, but the Lord of the Feast is at one of the gates. I could look it up and tell you for sure because people would have known. Ah, it's actually down here at number 4, Temple Gate.
Was that tower that we were by? Was that the watchtower, or is that the academy tower?
The one by Queen's Park Garden?
Yeah.
It is the Academy Tower. If you hover over it, you
Yeah,
should
there's
be.
one.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
oh,
one.
I know how
Oh,
that
I
works.
took you guys to the landing page. I was still on the map. My bad. So I was like pointing and clicking and stuff. It was the Academy Tower, the one that is near.
That's the one that's all like weird, like shit fall over.
Oh yeah, it's missing its entire middle. And I don't mean like there's a hole in it. I mean like multiple floors are missing, and then it just starts again. So yeah, okay. If that's everything, I will talk to you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.